Earlier today on Facebook, I posted my status update, something about money, about how I was taught that having money makes you a snob, possessions make you a snob, and it's not really true. And I know it's not true now. I grew up thinking it was, um, and I've talked to my wife about it. Last night I was talking to her about it, like putting things into words that I never put into words before. And I decided this morning I'm gonna vlog about that. So I put in the status that said vlog coming. It's kind of like I'm doing a teaser on Facebook now. Maybe for my vlogs. This one's about money. This vlog here is about money based on that idea. See, I was raised I was never actually told. Nobody ever told me that rich people are snobs or anything like that. But I don't know exactly how it came about, but it became part of who I am. It leads to my poverty mindset that I grew up with. That if you have money, you must be a bad person. It was just kind of something that was ingrained in how I believed. You know, being rich made you a snob. That's what I thought. It's just like one follows the other. And about 15 years ago, no, it was less than 15 because it was after we were together, of course, but she went to a friend's house for, I don't remember, some girly party. Maybe a wedding shower. I don't know what it was. I can't remember now. But it was some friends that we had from church, and the man side of the couple, I don't know how to put that. He owned car dealerships. They actually own like 3 or 4, I think, in northeast Kansas, and they owned the biggest Ford dealership in Leavenworth. And these maybe weren't the first people that we knew that had money, but man, they had a lot of money. She told me about their house, and she's like, "It is huge. It's like our whole house would fit in their entryway." I mean, she was describing like, "Oh, I got to walk through their kitchen," and she was like, it was just awesome to hear her talk. And Dinah and Danny Zek were the most down to earth people that we knew. I mean, they were friendly and welcoming, and they were outgoing, and they're talkative, and they're nice, and it was just like, but they're rich. So that was maybe the first time that I ever thought maybe being rich doesn't make you snob, doesn't make you rude. Maybe it's not a bad thing. Um, that was maybe the first time that I ever thought about that, because I don't remember having ever. Whoa. I just remembered something I didn't remember before. When I was in high school, I went over to somebody's house. Very rarely did I go over to people's houses, but I remember walking in somebody's house and thinking to myself, this is so big. What did their parents do for a living? Man, it's so big. Because I wasn't used to a big house. And I was thinking, they're not really bad people. They're normal people. Okay. Anyway, back to my story about how the Zeks were really down to earth. They were really nice people. Now, okay, fast forward. I don't know till when. Maybe it was maybe about 2 years ago. The first time we went to. I'll change the names. I don't want to use their names. We went to our friend's house, and I won't even use names. How that? Keep it anonymous. Went to their friend's house. They live just north of Tulsa in kind of a rural community, actually. No, well, it's rural because you had to drive around and see. My daughter Becca became really good friends with her granddaughter, and so she spent the night out there. We went out there. We drove out to pick her up, and I'm like, whoa! I don't know how many acres they own. Two's the same as a million to me. I don't know. It was big, and their driveway, it wasn't like from the street you drive up. No, their driveway is like a quarter mile long. I mean, up to their house, and their groundskeeper guy, their hand, I don't know. They employ the guy that lives in the house that we passed. His house is bigger than ours. We drove up to their house. Oh my goodness, it's like, to me it's like a mansion. And they own horses. They own a few cows. They were just building not a running track, indoor running track for horses, so they could race the horses and practice inside and stuff. And they put in the big fans, and it was like, this is crazy. They're the nicest people. They're so, I use the phrase a lot, down to earth. I mean, they're real. They active in our church. They're active in helping out the interns. The interns come over. They have pool parties. Really nice people. And again, I had to think, money has not made them into bad people. They're not snobs. But last night when I was talking to Avery, I gotta fast forward again. I put it into work, or maybe she was the one that said, she did say it first. Possessions. Your possessions can't possess you. That's what she was talking about. It's not bad to have possessions, because secretly I've always wanted to be rich. I've always wanted to be rich. But I think, no, I don't want to, because I don't want to be a bad person. It doesn't make me a bad person. See, money will not make you a bad person. Jesus Christ said when he was on the earth and he was preaching about money, because he preached about money probably more than most things. He preached about money a lot. He said, the love of money is the root of all evil. You remember hearing that. Now, a lot of people, when they, I guess maybe this was how I was raised, you delete part of that passage and just say, money is the root of all evil. No, Jesus didn't say that. He said the love of money is the root of all evil. When you love your money, when it takes priority in your life, when, like Avery said last night, it possesses you, that's what makes it a sin. That's what's sinful. Whenever, instead of you possessing stuff, I want to possess a big house. I want to possess an extra car. Someday I want to possess horses. Not for me, but for my family. I've ridden a horse once, but I was a little kid and on the back of my dad. I mean, my dad was riding and I was in the saddle, and that was a long, long time ago. I don't have a desire to ride horses, but I know my family does. I want to possess horses. I want to possess a barn. I want to possess a lot of land for my family. Whenever I'm 60 and I'm sitting on the back porch in the morning, because I'm retired, I don't have to go anywhere. I can work on my laptop. I just need to type, and I can sit on my back porch, drink my shake, and you know what I want to do? Not look into my neighbor's yard. I want to look into the woods. I want to look onto a lake. I want to own 1,000 acres. I want to own a lot of land. A lot. I don't know. But I don't want to have to look at somebody else's house. I want to be able to, I want to be open. I want to possess a lot of land. But I don't want possessions to possess me. I am the Lord's. I belong to God. I want to do His bidding. I want to help people. I'm about people. Putting people first, not putting possessions first. That's good. Now, what's sinful is letting your possessions take hold of you. Being led by your possessions. So I've got to break that poverty mindset that I don't know how it was put on me, but it was, and I've been stuck for a long time. And, recently I've been thinking, and, well, it's wisdom. It's wisdom to not quit my day job until I'm able to consecutively make $2,000 a month. I'm thinking, if I can make $2,000 a month doing something like Herbalife or like my writing, if I focus on my writing and producing and selling, and if I can make consecutively $2,000 a month, then I can quit my job. I won't have to work outside the home. That's small thinking, because that's just barely the tip. Because that $2,000 will become $5,000, become $10,000 a month, easy. I know people who do this, who make $10,000 plus a month. So in a couple of years' time, I could be doing that. I could be a millionaire in a couple of years. A lot of people do. That doesn't make me a bad person. That's what's so interesting. I always thought it would, but it's not going to. It's not going to make me a bad person, because my possessions will not possess me. They will be a means to doing greater things in this world. When I'm bringing home $10,000 a month, do I need to live on? No. I've been able to live on $2,000 easy. Get that to my family. Then I've got like $8,000 to benefit other people. I can buy food. I can support charities, support churches. I can support people. I can support research. I can support other things. That money is not going to possess me. I possess the money, and I will be able to do great things with that money. This is the longest vlog I've had, probably, ever. Because, YouTube usually cuts me off, or my phone cuts off or something. I can't even post over 10 minutes. But this one is actually over 12 and a half, and that's awesome. Maybe I'll have to do something else. I don't know. But I'm going to post this. Don't let your possessions possess you. Possess your possessions.